Seriously?
Hey guys, and welcome to this review video from myself, 6 Plus Stevo. So what is in this bundle of bags here? Some pretty exciting stuff. This is some stuff that has been sent to me from Ramshackle Games, and what is contained within these bags is, in my opinion, fantastic Grot Tank alternatives. So we've got 3 of them and a little extra to go along with them as well. So we'll start off with the tanks. This first one in this bag, as you can see written on the bag, is the Vole. And I'll be putting an image up on the screen now so you can get a better look at it. But let's get these bits out. So, yeah, having had a look through Ramshackle Games website, link in the description below, by the way, I came across these and instantly I was just like, well, they're just Grot tanks. Check the measurements and everything, and scale-wise, they match up perfectly. And yeah, they just look like really good, cheaper alternatives to Grot tanks, with little to no conversion required, in my opinion. They pretty much come out looking like Grot tanks, but I personally am going to do a little bit of kit bashing, converting with these. Might mix things around a little bit, but yeah, let's just have a look. So it comes, Ramshackle Games have told me a little bit about the casting process and the material used. The name the name of the type of resin, polytherine, a name I can't pronounce. It's a type of resin anyway that is very cheap to produce. So there's a lot of money saving to be had. There are some slight drawbacks, and we'll get into those in a bit. But let's just take a look at the stuff of it. So we've got the main body of the tank there, comes in one solid block, like so, and the tracks, which are bloody lovely. These are probably my favourite tracks of all these tanks. Absolutely love these. Look very orky straight away. You can see that shine off the resin. So this stuff does need washing. It does have the release agent. So if you try and paint this with this stuff on, the paint's just not going to stick to that. It's just going to repel the paint. It's probably just not going to adhere to it at all when you try painting it. And if you do manage to get the paint on it, it's going to very quickly start chipping and peeling and cracking and coming off. So you need to give these a damn good wash. Make sure you get all that release agent off. That is one of the prices to pay for this type of resin, but you get this from sort of Forge World, you get this from Cromlech and other resin producers as well. It's anyone who's used to working with any type of resin is going to be very used to this. Most of them come with this sort of release agent on there. But as you can see, it comes sort of attached to these, the sort of sprue bits like here, and literally it's there you go. It literally just snaps off like so. I already pre-snapped the other bits, but I wanted to save one just to show you how it kind of works. And then yeah, you just clean off the bits and you're good to go. And I like how, I don't know if this was intentional, but the sort of sprue bits, it looks like it's been made with sort of, you know, I don't know, miscast bits or leftover bits or whatever, but these kind of sprue bits make quite good terrain, I think. It looks like sort of scrap piles and stuff, so you kind of get these bonus bits in there, which I think is quite handy. I think you could do something with these, certainly. I'm not going to throw these away. These might make some good battlefield debris, but let's move on. Let's see what's in the little baggie here. This will be the turrets and whatnot for this tank. So we've got one turret here, again another solid block, and we've got a choice of weapons, and some sort of radar looking bits. We've got a cannon here, which will stick on there, and as you can see, still got a bit of sprue, just literally snaps off like so. And we've got a hatch And we've got another sort of turret mounting there, or a vent or something. Again, the bits just snap off nice and easy. And we've got what looks to be some kind of, this could be good for like a custom mega blaster or custom mega cannon or something, or a zap gun. Make a very good zap gun. So yeah, the weapons that this comes with, not going to be usable for me, for my purposes of using this as a Grot Tank. But I can easily mount a Scorcher or a big shooter or a rocket launcher on the end of that. But yeah, let's have a look how it sort of will go together, basically. Like so. As you see, very simple build process. And that's going to make a fantastic Grot Tank, in my view. This is probably one of the larger ones in terms of sort of width. But yeah, so there you go. That's the Vol anyway. Let's move that to one side. And next up, we have another one I cannot pronounce. This is the Capybara, I think. Let's get these bits out. Again, a picture will be on the screen now, so you'll be able to see what the finished article looks like. Again, very similar. You just get the main body of the tank. The tracks. Now, I will say, these tracks were sent. I did get in contact with Ramshackle. Hang on, no, these aren't the right ones. First of all, I got these ones. And as you can see, I don't know how well the camera's picking up, very sort of messy out of the moulding. Very poor casting on these. Very soft detail as well. And I contacted Ramshackle. I said, look, these bits, I don't think any amount of cleanup is going to really rescue these bits. They're pretty poor. Yeah, he said, no problem. We can easily send you out some replacements. He's working on improving the casting process and the molds and whatnot. And these ones came and they are much, much better. Like you say, there's a little bit of cleanup through the wheels there, but compared to the ones I was originally sent, far, far better. So there you go. And they came out a lot cleaner. There is a bit of cleanup required on them, but they are usable. They're going to work. So let's hold them together. And again, they attach together in a very simple manner, like so. And as you can see, that is the perfect chassis, like body, for a Grot Tank. Again, get the turret on there, which I think goes on like so. And we've even got on this one, comes with a shooter that is an Orc shooter right there, and mounts on like so. As you can see, that's a perfect little Grot Tank. Even comes with like Orky type exhaust, which again mounts on the back like so. Lovely, lovely little tank. And it's as soon as you see it, like, it's a Grot Tank. It's a Grot Tank. I don't need to do anything to this one. But like I said, I can't help myself. I'm gonna mix parts around. And look, I can even take the parts from the Vol, take this body, and I think they will work on that just as well. So I'm probably going to mix parts up with these, mix them around, come up with my own creations, go in my bits box, get some turrets and, you know, GW bits out and combine them with these bits and just, yeah, have some fun with this kit, with these kits, because they look like they're going to be a lot of fun to tinker about with. We've got some lovely little hatches and bits here, fuel tanks, awesome bits. Even comes with a lovely looking Scorcher, which is very cool looking actually. I like that. Don't know what weapons I'm going to equip my Grot Tanks with yet. Last up, we've got the third one, the Daegu Scout Car. Now this one, not traditionally a tank, but I like the difference. This is like a scout vehicle. And a very cool looking one, I think. Comes with a lot of the same parts. The body is Yeah, it's exactly the same as the tank that I can't pronounce. But rather than tracks, this is a 6-wheeled vehicle. It comes with this lovely little bag of wheels, which slot in very easily. Oh, there we go. Into the tracks like so. Attaches on like so, and you can see how that's going to look. Very, very cool in my opinion. Comes with some other little details as well, some other cool bits. We've got a lot of hatches, fuel tanks, etc. Comes with a cool scoop for the front. Yeah, pretty badass. We've got a bag of like there's the lights that go on it, the fuel tanks and little kit bags and stuff on there. Lots of little accessories, loads of turret bits. Now I'm knocking bits all over the place. But yeah, there you go. So 3, I think you'll agree, very cool alternatives for Grot tanks. And a damn sight cheaper than Forge World too. A lot cheaper. And what's more, let me move all these bits back on screen actually. What's more, what I love about Ramshackle Games, that more companies need to do, and even GW themselves used to do, you can buy the bits separately. Every kit that is sold on Ramshackle, you can buy the parts individually. So if you just want these tracks, you can go on and find those. If you just want this body, you can go on and get that. If you just want the exhaust, if you just want the wheels, whatever you want, you can go and buy the bits separately, which I think is fantastic for any kit bashers, converters and scratch builders out there. Having the resource to just be able to go, oh, I like that turret, that would be good on my battle wagon, or that would be good there, or whatever. You can just go and buy the bits separately. They're very competitively priced. It's good, solid resin. The solid bits like this are big solid lumps. They're going to be very sturdy. What I will say though, I did say at the beginning of the video that there are some downsides to this stuff. It's like I say, you're saving money. It's cheap to produce, so cheap to sell. So this you can get for far cheaper than sort of alternatives. The downsides, I've already gone over the release agent, which is something you have to deal with most resin. Some of the detail on some of the casting is a little bit questionable, but from my experiences dealing with Ramshackle, if you contact them, if anything's not right, they will endeavour to replace the parts for you quickly and easily. So customer service is fantastic. I've been pre-warned from them that gluing this stuff together can be a little bit challenging. You glue it together with super glue like you do with all resin, but it takes a long bonding time. So it's not like most where you'll be able to get a good glue, hold it together for a few seconds, then it's done. You're going to have to hold it for quite a while. There are actually guides on the website. I will put the links to those guides. So they've thought of everything. They've put useful guides together that can explain to you exactly how to get this stuff to work, what you have to do in the building process, because it is a little bit different. They advise using a little bit of green stuff to sort of hold the bits together while the super glue is drying. You could also use a clamp or something, or just be prepared to hold it together with your hand like that for a very long time while the glue sets. Now, I haven't actually started building any of this stuff yet, so I can't confirm how this goes together, but I will be working on this stuff. So you'll be seeing videos from me as I work through this project of creating my own Grot tanks using predominantly these parts, plus some other bits that I might throw in there. You'll see how the builds come along. So you're going to see future videos. You're going to see this stuff feature in future videos on the channel as I work through this stuff and build my own little Grot tank creations. And I'm really looking forward to it because some of these parts are just fantastic. These tracks in particular, these are probably the highlight for me. These are amazing. I love these. I love the simplicity of them as well. Just one solid part, the nice flat side, glue that on the side of anything, boom, you're good to go. You've got awesome looking tracks there. yeah, there's just some really cool bits here. So yeah, I think I've covered everything there. So price, good. Customer service, good. The usefulness of these parts, good. The release agent, you know, it's just a thing. It's an annoyance, but no big deal. The increased drying times with the super glue and whatnot, again, bit of a pain in the butt, but I'm sure it'll work fine. The only other thing, some of these smaller parts like this, the thinner parts are very brittle. As you can see, this resin is very brittle, which is really good in one respect, because you can snap it off the sprue with your fingers, you know, the off-cast bits really easily. But some of the thinner bits, you have to keep that in mind, that it is quite brittle and could snap and break quite easily. So just be cautious of that. However, most of the parts here are fairly sturdy. God, really should have cleaned up first, shouldn't I? Yeah, most of the parts here are very sturdy and, you know, are going to be quite hard to break. I mean, obviously I could snap that if I wanted to, but I would have to, I'm putting a bit of force on it there, and that's a fairly small part. So yeah. But yeah, overall, I would say really good and well worth checking out. Please go in the description below, go and check out Ramshackle, go and see all the cool stuff they're doing. And check out all these bits, because there's a lot of stuff there, a lot of stuff. This is just scratching the surface. But they also sent me, as well as these awesome looking Grot Tank alternatives, a little bonus that I wasn't expecting. Armour plates. Let's take a look at some of these. And I have been asking companies to do this sort of thing for so long. This is a dream come true for me. Look at that. No more cutting rivets, no more cutting bits of plastic card. Look how easy that is. Armour plate, boom. Slap that on the side of a vehicle, you're good to go. Orkify it up. Buy a Land Raider, buy a Chimera or something. Slap a load of Orky armour plates over it. Even got doors and stuff. Absolutely brilliant. Genius, genius stuff. More companies need to be doing stuff like this. Just random armour plates, bits of gubbins to fill up your bits box with. Lovely looking rivets on these. Let's get that out of the bag so we can look at these rivets. Anyone who's made their own rivets knows what a painstaking, annoying process it is. But look at those. Those are lovely. And they would be a right ball ache to make yourself. It's just going to save you so much effort and work. And I've got loads of them here. They've sent me tons of them. Must be really cheap to produce, really cheap to buy. Fill up your bits box with loads of random armour plates and bits. You're going to have stuff for anything. Absolutely fantastic. Look at that. Checker plate, all different textures and stuff. That's going to take the paint really well. It's a really nice bit of checker plate there. And he sent me loads of these, so these are going to be great. I might use some of these on my Grot Tanks. I might use some of them on other looted vehicles and things. There's just so much variety here. Look at that. All cobbled together, repair jobs. Really lovely stuff, yeah. So armour plates, another fantastic thing from Ramshackle. And a lovely little bonus that I wasn't expecting. They did say they're going to post in a little bonus for me, and these are ideal. Also in there is some cool turrets as well. Nice Gatling gun to mount on one of the turrets. Might be a little bit big for a big shooter, but could be used on any other number of vehicles. We've got this kind of plasma gun type looking thing. Pretty cool. Don't know if I could use that for anything orky, possibly, but yeah, quite cool. Another one of these sort of, like I said, I think that would make quite a good zap gun. It's quite a cool looking weapon. Oh, here's clearly a twin link las gun, or las cannon. Quite cool. Also could make a nice zap gun. A little bit of work. And then we've got here another cannon, which is quite nice. Yeah, as you can see, if you want to increase the usefulness of your bits box, I mean, look at all this stuff. This is fantastic. And like I say, very competitively priced. Very, very reasonable on the prices. Just go and check them out, guys. Go and check them out. And stay tuned to the channel to see what I do with this kit. It's going to be very exciting. I can't wait. I've not got any Grot tanks yet, and I'm very excited to get some together and add some to my horde and yeah, have some fun with them. It's going to be yeah, it's going to be exciting. It'll be a good fun conversion project. So yes, I will bang on about it again, guys. Check the description below. Check out Ramshackle Games. And let me know in the comments section what you think of these bits. And let me know if you've already purchased from Ramshackle Games and what you think of their stuff. And if you think these are going to make really good Grot Tank alternatives. But for now, guys, this is 6+ Stevo signing out.